Hello. I thought I would share with you a little activity, a math activity that you can do at home with your children. It's a work that can be used with many different levels and stages and ages, and it involves things that you probably have very readily to hand. Um, the first involves a deck of cards. And I've taken a regular deck of cards, but I've removed the face cards, the jack, the queen, and the kings. And sit with a child and give them each a card. And they would need to turn over their card and tell me which one is more. Is 10 more than 6 or is 6 more than 10? The person who has the larger card puts that in their pile. Another way to play it, which is a little bit trickier, is to deal out 2 cards, uncover them, and the child needs to tell you which is the smaller number. So they really have to think about this because they gravitate towards the larger number. They have to think about the smaller number. 7 or 9, 7 is less than 9, and they would take it. Older children who are beginning addition and learning addition facts can use this to add 2 numbers. So in that case, I would give a child 2 cards, and I would take 2 cards, and then we would uncover them, and the child would need to add the 2 cards together. So 2 plus 3 equals 5, or 5 plus 4 equals 9. 9 is more than 5, they would take that. Our lower elementary students are beginning some of them are beginning multiplication. And this can be used for multiplication as well. You might want to pare down the deck in this instance if the child is only or has only learned their multiplication facts up through 4s or 5s. Take out larger numbers. But in this instance, I would again give the child 2 cards. And I would take 2 cards. And they would need to multiply them. 3 times 5 equals 15. 4 times 3, 12. 15 is more than 12. They would take the cards. It's an easy game. It's fun. They love to accumulate the pile and then count their cards at the end to see who won. I use it very often with my tutoring students when I don't have Montessori materials to hand. So it's something that I'm sure you have and it works very well. The other thing that we play at school a lot that the children really love is called the mystery game. And the mystery game is simply small pieces of paper that have the numbers 0 through 10 written on them, and then they're folded. So a child would choose a number and look at it, not show you. And they love to hide their number and make a big deal about not letting you know what it is, and count out that many objects. I'm using some pennies here. You could use any small object you have around. You can use cotton balls, little counters, toothpicks, as long as it's small enough and easy enough to count. So the child would count out that many. And the other person, you or the child, would have to count them and guess what the number is. After counting the number, is your number 3? And then you would reveal it. Yes, it's 3, or no, you need to try it again. Older children can also use this with teen numbers. And at school, we do this using the 10 bar. This is a 10 bar. Has 10 golden beads on it. The children are very familiar with it, and they know that it has 10. They don't have to count it anymore. As soon as they see this, they know that's 10. So for our purposes, because you don't have a 10 bar at home, I've used a dime. And this is a good way to introduce money as well. So you can explain to the child, it's usually an older child, that this dime, this coin, represents 10. It's 10 cents, and it's always going to be 10, just like this 10 bar is always going to be 10 beads. So in this case, I have a different set of cards, and the numbers on these cards are 11 through 19. So a child would look at the number, and being aware that the dime stands for 10, count out how many, and the other person would guess it. 1 10 and 3 1s. Is your number 13? It's a fun game, easy to use at home. Make up little cards like this, and you can even use it with very little children who maybe only know the number symbols 0, 1, 2, and 3. Just use that, and you can gradually build up to the numbers that they know. Anyway, I just thought I would chime in with some fun things you might want to do at home. And I miss everybody. I miss our little school so much. I miss seeing you all every day. And I'm hoping everybody is well and weathering this as best they can. Bye.